Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris. For those who are new here, on this channel we discuss male self-improvement. We're going to be discussing fitness, finance, dating, your mental health, your grooming, and dressing. So today's topic is why you hate the gym. The real reason most of us are there, apart from the health and we want to be fit, blah blah blah, you're there to look attractive. Why do you want to look attractive? Because you're trying to be a better version of yourself, but you're also trying to be found sexy by the other gender, whether it be boys, whether it be girls. You're there to look attractive. That's number one. That's most people's main reason of going to the gym anyways. That's my main reason anyways, apart from the fact that I'm addicted to it now. I've been in the gym for about 11 years. I've worked in gyms, I've managed gyms, I have worked as a personal trainer there as well. So I have come across different type of people and different type of characters while being in the gym. And I know why people love it and why some people hate it. 9 times out of 10, you probably hate the gym. I hate the gym as much as I love it. It's a love-hate relationship. And as you guys know, on this channel, it's going to be pure honesty. There's not going to be any bullshit. I try to keep it as raw and real as possible. So I personally have a love-hate relationship with the gym. I like how it makes me look. I like how it makes me feel. I love getting that pump in the morning, first thing in the morning before I start my day. I'm buzzing, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling more confident, I'm feeling attractive. Then I feel like the rest of the day is easier to conquer, right? But if I'm totally honest with you guys, the gym is extremely monotonous. What does monotonous mean? You're doing the same thing over and over and over. It's very boring. So as I said, I've been training for about 11 years. If we're going to take biceps for example, how many things could you do for your bicep? All you could do is fucking curl it. There's nothing else you could do. Imagine curling your biceps for 11 years. So the gym, number one, is extremely boring. It's very repetitive. It's very monotonous. I've also played rugby. Rugby is a team sport. I recommend a team sport if you get bored easily. Something that challenges you, something that keeps you mentally stimulated, something that you are doing with other people. You could learn, you could have some banter, you could feel defeat, you could have that camaraderie of being in a team, in a group. There's a lot of life skills that you learn from being in a team. So if you are someone who gets bored easily, definitely consider something like a team sport, something interactive, something like maybe like a boxing class, like a circuit class where you have the battle ropes, the ball slams. It's more intriguing, it's more fascinating, and it's more engaging for the brain. Point number 2, you're not seeing results fast enough. So like anything in life, your first car is probably not a Ferrari, right? Your first job is probably not a 100 grand job. Same thing with the gym. A lot of people look at it and be like, right, I'm going to start the gym, I'm going to go there for 6 weeks, I've got a holiday coming up soon, I need to be shredded. It would probably work if you starve yourself and you don't eat the right things. If you go on a diet and you just eat vegetables and water, you will lose weight. Don't get it twisted, you will lose weight. However, you'll be very tired, very lethargic, very drained. You probably won't be the best version of yourself. Even when you get to the holiday, you're just going to be dragging your feet around because, oh my God, I wanted to look good for this holiday. And guess what? As soon as the holiday's finished and you go back home and you start eating your normal food, you go back to being your normal shape. So now you feel, oh my God, I did that 6 weeks worth of dieting, I've punished myself just to look good, and bang, I'm back to my normal self. I'm fat again, or I'm not fat again, or whatever your current state is. So if you have that sort of mindset whereby you want quick results, the gym is probably not for you. It will frustrate you. So I'll give you guys my personal story. I'm naturally skinny. I'm a skinny boy by nature. I'm very, very small. It's hard for me to gain weight. It's hard for me to eat. I don't love eating. I graze, so I eat little and often. I also have a very fast metabolism. What does that mean? I sweat easier and I drop weight quick. If I go on holiday for about 3 or 4 days or about a week, I might drop 3 or 4 kilos, and it might take me up to 2 months to gain that 3 or 4 kilos back, just because I've stayed away from the usual foods that my body's used to. Now, for most people, that's very disheartening, and that's not a fair deal. So I've been training for 6, 7, 8 months. I'm at 88 kilo. I go on holiday for 4 days, I come back, I'm 85 kilo. It's gonna take me another 6 to 8 weeks to gain that back. That's not fair. That doesn't motivate most people. I've done all of this work and I just lose it like that. So if you're one of those people whereby you get disheartened quickly, the gym is a tough place mentally. Number 3, you believe in diets. I personally have never weighed food in my life. I don't believe in weighing food unless you have a real reason. You're probably got a show, a bodybuilding competition, you've got a certain holiday coming up, or you have bad discipline with food. I have a very healthy relationship with food, and I encourage you guys to do the same. Firstly, you need to understand your body type. So as I said previously, I'm naturally skinny. I know which foods work best for me. I didn't get this knowledge overnight. It's 11 years of trial and error. I've come to realize for someone like me, a hard gainer, so to speak, I need carbs as often as possible. I don't need a lot of protein because it makes me fart a lot, and I don't need too much fat, but carbs are my main fuel. Carbs make me full, carbs make me strong, carbs help me gain weight, right? So if you're one of those people who believes in diet and, oh my God, I need to measure my rice, I need to measure this, if it works for you, fantastic, keep doing it. But for the average Joe who is just trying to pack on weight or pack on muscle or just have a normal life, measuring food is extremely tedious. So imagine going into a restaurant now, everyone else is ordering this and that, and then you have to tell the waiter, oh, I need 10 grams of rice and whatever grams of protein and X amount of grams of broccoli. It's like, is that really a life, you know? And this is what I hate as well, because that's when the whole term cheat meal comes from. Why do you need to cheat? Why do I need to cheat? If I know eating XYZ is gonna make me look like this, why do I need to deviate from that? I've got a natural sweet tooth, and I understand what some of you guys might be thinking. Oh, but I still wanna have burgers, pizzas, blah, blah, blah. Have it. Use it to your advantage. Use it to your strength, right? If I know today I'm gonna have pizza, a burger, a really heavy meal, tomorrow I'm gonna go train legs, or I'm gonna train back, something that requires me to burn all of those previous calories. I don't need to beat myself up and suffer for a week or 2 weeks just to wait for this day for me to have my cheat meal. No, you shouldn't have to suffer. Like, if it's something you want to do for a long time, you need to enjoy it and you need to make it work for your lifestyle. So if I know I'm training tomorrow and I need energy, I need aggression, I need passion, I need to make sure I'm ready for tomorrow's session, number one, have a nice heavy meal. I could have fish and chips. That's my guilty pleasure. I love fish and chips. Obviously, I don't have it every week, maybe once a month, once every 2 months, whatever, right? But if I know there's something I want to eat and I want to eat it, I'm going to eat it. But I know the next day, I'm either going to burn it off or I'm going to use it to my advantage. And that's the kind of mindset I'm trying to instill in you guys. I need you to have a healthy relationship with food. There's so much food in this world I love. Also, I like Chinese food. I like Korean food. I love Nigerian food as I'm Nigerian. I love Ghanaian, blah, 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 blah. But I want you to have a healthy relationship with food. I don't want you to be on this fitness journey and all of a sudden you don't eat this anymore, you don't eat that anymore because you're trying to be fit. It's only gonna work for a certain amount of time until you're like, you know what, F this, I want to eat that donut, I'm gonna have that donut. And then you gain weight and then it's a whole mess again. Then you don't have a healthy relationship with fitness or with food. But that's a whole different video that we'll do on itself. Point number 4, discipline. All of us struggle with discipline in every single aspect of life. The gym also. I like discipline. Some mornings, you know what, I'll say 80% of most mornings I don't want to go. Especially if I'm training something that I know is going to require energy and it's just tasking mentally, like legs. I love legs, but it's like, again, it's like a love-hate relationship. Or back. I hate training back. I'm not going to skip it though, because I know I have to go and I have to do it. And if I do it today, I'm probably going to do it next week. So the thing with discipline is the only way of fighting it or facing it is by repetition. There are times where I go to the gym, I last 10 minutes and I leave. I had a horrible session. I'm just not feeling it. But guess what? I still went. Never skip sessions. Obviously, if you've got pain or you've got other priorities, then fine. But don't be in that mindset where like, oh, should I go? I don't want to go. The moment you start making excuses for not going, guess what? It's a steady decline. You're gonna skip this week's session. 2 days later, I'm gonna skip again, and then before you know it, you've not been in a week. That week turns to 3 weeks. You've gone fat. That's how it works. So I'd rather you guys always have a go, always try, even if it's a bad session, even if you only last 20 minutes, even if you don't really do much, still go. You're fighting it mentally, and discipline is all about the mind. The physical is a byproduct of your mental, if that kind of makes sense, you know. Point number 5, you don't know what you're doing. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But the first place you must start is admit. Admit you don't know what you're doing. I'll give you an example now. There's a lady who I've seen at my gym at the moment. She's been at that gym for, well, I've only noticed her maybe in the last 3 months. Every single time I see her, she's doing the same thing, one thing, on the treadmill, just walking, which is amazing, right? You burn fat, she's lost weight, but I shouldn't judge. That might be her goal and she might be hitting her target. But if I was to have some advice for someone like that, or for someone like you who's, I just want to lose weight, I'm just going to keep walking. It's great, you lose weight, but you're going to get a lot of saggy skin and you're going to have that flabby, soft look, right? I would recommend weights. Now, fair play to this lady, who I might be wrong on, but I don't think she knows what she's doing when it comes to weight or to fitness. She's probably thinking, if I hit the weights, I'm going to get big and I'm going to look like a man. No, you're probably not, because you don't take steroids and you don't produce testosterone. So it's hard for a woman to ever have that hard, muscular bodybuilding look, because you do not have enough testosterone in your system, apart from if you're on steroids, which I highly doubt. Same thing for you guys. If you're trying to develop something, you're trying to grow your back, you're trying to grow your chest, you're trying to get more leaner, you're trying to get abs, don't just wing it. I winged it for probably the first 4 or 5 years, and my upper body was developed, but my lower body wasn't. You don't need to wing it. There's so much information out there. There's so much help. There's so much tips. There's so many channels on YouTube who tell you exactly what you need to know with the correct form. So yeah, if you do not know what you're doing, please ask. Never be shy to go up to someone, hey bro, I saw you training, I admire your physique. Do it in a nice, look them in the eye and don't, hi, I like your physique. Obviously they're gonna fucking slap you around the face or think you're a bit creepy, but speak to someone. I always speak to people in the gym, because I always think I can learn something from that guy. I can learn something from that other guy. He's not as big as I am, but I've seen how he trains and I want to train with him. So always talk to people. There's always tips that you could learn. Watch videos on YouTube. There's so much you could learn. step by step of how to train your shoulders, how to train your abs, how to train your legs, your calf, your forearm, how to do cardio, whether you should do high intensity cardio or low intensity cardio, right? Experiment on yourself. Everything might be on YouTube, everything might be on the internet, but it's not necessarily customized to you. As I said earlier, I find it hard to gain weight. I find it hard to eat. So there was a time where I actually dirty bulked when I ate pizzas and kebabs. Oh, I need to gain weight. And it was the worst thing. I felt bloated, I felt tired, I was breathing heavier than usual, I was a bit more sweaty. But the internet told me to dirty bulk, but my body didn't agree with that. What I learned is to do a clean bulk. I almost am always in shape because I clean bulk. Why don't you guys do that? Find out what your body likes and just do that. Now, how do you find out what your body likes? Trial and error. What does that mean? Find out what your body type is. Are you tall? Are you short? Are you fat? What does your body react to? Are you one of those people, if you eat one big meal, you've gained half a kilo? You know, is it hard for you to gain weight as well? Find out what your body type is and then experiment different foods. So maybe for like a 1 month period or for like a 6 week period, experiment high carbs, medium protein, low fats. Switch it up, high fats, medium carbs, low protein. Just switch it up and see which one you feel the best on, which one your body reacts the best to. And what does it mean for your body to react? Which one do you feel more strong? Which one do you feel more energetic? Which one flows through your body properly? You know, you use the toilet, you know, just experiment. That's the best way to find out what's best for you. I've personally never had a coach. I've never done a bodybuilding show because it doesn't really appeal to me, but I know what my body reacts to. When I've lost weight and I know, okay, cool, I need to gain weight in the next 6 to 8 weeks, I know what to eat because I know my body, and I want you guys to be in that same headspace. I want you guys to be in control. I want you guys not to need as much people. You know, I want you guys to know, okay, cool, I need to go on holiday or I want to get back in shape. 2 months, I'll be fine. 3 months, I'll be fine. 6 months, I'll be fine. 1 year, I'll be fine. If someone told me 10 years ago that I would still be in shape by now, I'd be like, yes, probably likely because I know what I'm doing. It's not a shock. It's not a shock. Apart from injuries and aging and all and other factors, which have probably reduced my gains a lot, I should be in shape in the next 10 years because I know what I'm doing. And that's not to brag, it's just experience. Think about driving, right? If you've been driving for 10 years, it's probably likely you'll still be a good driver in the next 10 years. But if you've just been driving anyhow and you know you're not really following the rules, it's a bit harder, you know. I think I'm mumbling on now, but thank you so much for listening. If there's anything you guys want to hear regarding fitness, finance, fashion, grooming, dating, your mental health, please leave a comment and I'll talk about it in the next video. Thank you so much. Till the next one.
Perfect, I'm on set, baby. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and for those who are new here, I'm just... You see my ring? So I'll give you guys my personal struggles with the gym when it comes to... So I'll give you guys my personal problems when it comes to this topic, right?